Okay, so this one is going to be. Wait, I haven't introduced myself. Yes, it's a Blood Shinobi, bringing you What If Naruto Was a Prodigy Like Itachi, Part 9. This one's gonna get Naruto to use his Sharingan abilities. What else? Yeah, he has his own. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll give you the intro and then recap and some other things first. Peace.
We turn into ashes. When do we burn away? Used to be oh so close. Now I see you. Just turn around and leave me. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain.
Okay, so recap. Naruto, teams have been selected, everyone passed. Shikamaru found out Naruto goes on A ranks and stuff, and Konohamaru. Also, kind of first interaction, and in this one, kind of be Shikamaru calling Naruto out in front of everyone, asking him, and also Konohamaru being there and training with Naruto. So, I had abilities for Naruto with his Sharingan that I think were too OP. He can disable chakra affinities and he can read what their affinities are, so he doesn't have that. He just has them so he can select between which chakra he can wants. Also in the background for like 2 minutes it's gonna say part 1 to what if Naruto had 5 BG. Yeah, I kinda put that in there when I shouldn't have. So yeah, that's gonna come up like a couple of times in the what if. What else is there? So yeah, that happens. Naruto. Also, yeah, you know his abilities. I'm just gonna talk about him. Right eye. Genjutsu uses enemies' fears against them. His left eye controls all chakra affinities, which they have. And so yeah, it controls all of them, like Amaterasu. But I thought it was, so for Konohamaru, he's a Uchiha in this one because of his mom. No one knows about his mom or dad. You know, one of them's Sarutobi's son, one of Sarutobi's sons. So yeah, his mom's gonna be a Uchiha, and when he awakens his Mangekyo, he's gonna read enemies' chakra affinities, and in the other one, I haven't figured out yet. But for this, what if Naruto's Susanoo will be like dark blacky blue. Nachi's Konohamaru's Susanoo. But also, Naruto, I need to know what weapon his Susanoo uses. Now let's get into it. 2 weeks later, Shikamaru, Ino, and Shino were walking through the village. And yet, another annoying mission. Another D rank. Shikamaru doesn't care because he doesn't. Everything's too much of a drag for him. Ino and Choji are okay with it because they don't have to do anything dangerous and they don't have to be apart from their mom very much. They were walking with Asuma to give him their mission report. Once they reached at the door, Sarutobi, Asuma, and all, they could all hear from the door. Naruto, what do you want? Asked Sarutobi. I was told that I'm gonna D rank, and that's why I'm here. What's this D rank? Why am I doing a D rank? Asked Naruto. Oh, it's not a D rank. Konohamaru just wanted to see you and see how you've been going since he hasn't seen you for a while and you haven't trained him with, that, said Sarutobi. Ah, yes, the Sharingan. Okay, I won't start spurting it about. I'm gonna go see him. So where's he at? Asked Naruto. Naruto, he's probably in the academy. Well, he's in the academy. So you might be able to find him there, said Hiruzen. Naruto walked out the door to meet him. Hey, hey Choji, Asuma. Hey, Shikamaru? Chuckled Naruto. Naruto walked past. And Naruto pulled out Asuma's packet of smokes. Are these yours? Chuckled Naruto, walking past Asuma. Asuma realized what they were. "Hey, brat, get back here!" said Asuma. Naruto was already gone. They walked into Hiruzen's office. "Hey, father, what was all that about? Him being a genin and having more than D ranks? What a dumbass. He knows he has to take D ranks, right?" said Asuma. Hiruzen shook his head. "Mission report?" asked Hiruzen. "We caught the cat Tora, and we also cleaned out the academy's sewage. Well, not sewage. We raked up their play area," said Asuma. "Okay, yous are all welcome to go home and come see me in the morning," said Hiruzen. They all nodded. Shikamaru stood back with Asuma while Uno and Choji left the room. "Aren't we gonna go get barbecue for doing a well-done mission?" asked Choji. Asuma shook his head. "Just wait outside." "Go out there too, Shikamaru," said Asuma. Shikamaru shook his head. So Uno and Choji decided to stay in too. "What is it, Asuma?" asked Hiruzen. "Father, what is going on with Naruto? I heard from Shikamaru that he had done A rank. What is he up to? What are you doing with him?" asked Asuma. Hiruzen looked him in the eye. "Tanzo, all you on leave. Now," said Hiruzen, with a stoic voice and a pissed off voice at that. Everyone in the room left except Shikamaru and Asuma. "I knew today was going to be a drag," said Shikamaru. Hiruzen shook his head. "You don't know anything about Naruto. He's a great ninja. He's done S rank. He's done anywhere from C to D S rank. And he's not a weakling, so don't think about that. He could probably knock out every single genin here without dropping a sweat and all tuning. Not joining because he's not that skilled yet. But I know he will be one day," said Hiruzen. "Why is he got all these missions and my Sasuke doesn't?" asked Uno. Hiruzen shook his head in disbelief. "Asuma, take your student outside. This is a conversation for just me and you." Asuma nodded his head. "Uno, get out now." "Choji, get out too. I don't know if you'll be able to handle this information," said Asuma. Choji nodded his head. "Okay, I'm gonna leave now and go eat some chips," said Choji. Choji and Uno left the room. "Why didn't you ask Shikamaru to leave?" asked Asuma. "Because Naruto was trained by Root, right? Danzo. He told me," said Shikamaru. "Wait, he was trained by Danzo and Root? I thought you disbanded that," asked Asuma. "No, Danzo is dead because of Naruto. You know, Naruto, the night of the Uchiha massacre. Well, the council slaughterings, it was meant to be a massacre. Shisui was meant to get the council to stop and drop, but Danzo tried to take his eye, and Naruto and his friend Sai were there, and they kinda interrupted it by killing everyone. So that's how that happened. Now, anything else?" asked Hiruzen. "Yes," asked Shikamaru. "What is it, Shikamaru?" asked Hiruzen. Can I actually have a proper fight against Naruto? I want to test my skills, Shikamaru." Everyone looked in disbelief. Anara wanting to fight Naruto when he's definitely out of his strength. "Why?" asked Hiruzen. "Because I know it's going to be a drag and all, but I need to be strong, don't I? Well, after all the training exams are up and Naruto knows about that and he's going to want to join, so he's going to have to be on a team. Because he can't do it alone, so he's going to have to join one team, and I'd like that to be mine, but I need to know his capability," said Shikamaru. Hiruzen and Asuma looked in disbelief. "Naruto has an impact on Naruto. What's going on here?" asked Hiruzen. "Okay, that can be done. If you want to find him, he'll be wherever he is looking for my grandson. Asuma, he might be... Take Shikamaru to go wait at the Saratobi estate if Konohana and Naruto aren't there yet," said Hiruzen. Shikamaru nodded. Asuma nodded. Back with Naruto. Naruto and Konohana were Standing out front of the Saratobi estate, well, inside Konohanaru's house. Come on, Konohanaru. Don't you want to train or do something? Asked Naruto. Konohanaru shook his head. What are you going to train me? You haven't been to train me yet. In a while, said Konohanaru. Naruto was not happy. Your Sharingan, maybe, since it's 2 Tomoe? We can push it to 3 Tomoe by the time you become Genin. And, I'll make you see something tragic so you can have the Mangekyo. Or do you not want that? Chuckled Naruto. Konohanaru looked in defeat. Okay, let's go train. I want to check my capabilities against, what's it? A weakling? Chuckled. Konohanaru. Naruto was pissed off. Naruto appeared behind Konohanaru and kicked him in the back of the head, sending him through a wall. Naruto walked out and started and waited, sitting down for about half an hour until Konohanaru woke up. As they left the estate, they walked into Shikamaru and Asuma. Ah, the 2 people we were looking for, said Asuma. What do you want, Asuma? I'm busy here training one of my students, said Naruto. Shikamaru and Asuma actually had to laugh. They were chuckling. You, student, you're Genin. Only Jonin can have students, said Asuma. Naruto appeared behind Asuma. Without Asuma dropping a sweat, Naruto had a blade to his throat. I'd like you to say that again. I'm gonna go train Konohanaru, and you won't get in my way, said Naruto. Naruto activated his Sharingan, Mangekyo. He whispered words, but no one heard. And inside of Asuma's head, he saw a lot of beautiful girls being stabbed by random people. He also saw Kurenai going out with Kakashi and even his dad, but not him. She said he was too not cool, not the man she wants. He's uncool, unfit to be a ninja, and he's a weakling. And she only goes for strong, and started to approach Naruto. All in a matter of seconds, outside of his head, which is like not been half an hour. Asuma drops to his knees in tears. Please stop, Kurenai, I love you, said Asuma. Kurenai, who was walking along with Team 8, heard this and started to blush. Job done. Come on, Konohanaru. Pretty sure your uncle might get laid sooner or later, chuckled Naruto. Asuma stood up and looked to Kurenai, who was blushing, and gave him a wink. Asuma felt the heat inside his body rise. What did I just say? Asked Asuma. Naruto looked him in the eyes. Well, my guessing is you saw fear and something about Kurenai rejecting you, and you shouted out you love her. And she walked past. So if I was you, I'd go tell her to her face you love her, and some more stuff like that. And she might go out with you. I've got to go and do some things for myself. Come on, Konohanaru, let's go teach you something, said Naruto. Shikamaru stood in front of him. Shadow Possession Jutsu, said Naruto. Said Shikamaru. Naruto stood in place. And Shikamaru walked to Naruto. Well, released Naruto. Now I want to talk to you, said Shikamaru. What is it, Shikamaru? I'm on a tight schedule, said Naruto. That's it. Come on, training ground. We're gonna fight, said Shikamaru. Naruto chuckled. No, we're not. Me and Konohanaru are gonna go train. You can come train with us, but we're going in the forest of death, and we'll be out in a week. Because that's how long I get off from my next mission, which means I'm gonna go train, and I'm gonna go train Konohanaru, said Naruto. Asuma stood up. Forest of death? Training taking my nephew? My nephew? No way, said Asuma. Naruto looked him in the eyes. Actually, if you want to see what you saw just before happen again, you're gonna let me. And I have word from your father, Hiruzen Saratobi, that I'm allowed to train Konohamaru wherever I want, and the Forest of Death is the best place to start. Now, if I was you, I'd go suck up to Kurenai, or go be with a lady friend, or go to the Nara compound and complain about how much life is a drag. No offense, Shikamaru, but, I've got things to do, and I'm not going to allow people to question my teaching, said Naruto. Serious. Asuma stood back. Okay, don't get defensive. Naruto and Konohamaru were walking through the village. People were whispering about how... Whispering. Is that the honorable grandson with the monster? The monster's hypnotizing. Voices and whispers were heard all throughout the village. Same about Third's honorable grandson and monster and hypnosis and other stuff. After Naruto had passed them all, they all saw their worst fears. Naruto started to hold his eye overuse of the Mangekyo in one day. But most of them had the same thought, them eaten up by the Kyuubi, which is probably gonna make them hate Naruto even more, but he doesn't care. Naruto, once he reached the Forest of Death, and started to laugh. Unko, come out. We've got a training partner, said Naruto. Kunoichi jumped out from the fence with purplish hair and faced Konohamaru. So the honorable grandson Konohamaru. Let's go. We'll be out in a week, said Naruto. Later that night, Kurenai and Asuma were sitting at a table, eating dango and having some steak between them. So tell me again how and why you kissed me? Said you love me? Asked Kurenai. Well, because you're very pretty, and Naruto gave me a fear that I didn't know I had, and it was about you dying, and I couldn't cope with that, said Asuma. Kurenai chuckled. So you're a little boyfriend type, hey? So, okay, I can agree with that. Now, what are your favourite things about me? Asked Kurenai. Asuma chuckled. Your beautiful hair, your nice smile, your, being the top genjutsu user in all of Konoha. Why didn't you take on Sakura? Apparently she has high chakra control. Asked Asuma. Because she's weak, chuckled Kurenai. This shocked Asuma. She calling her getting weak? Aren't all getting weak? Asked Asuma. Yes, but not as weak as her. From what I've heard from Shino, Hinata, and Kiba, she's the weakest out of the bunch. She is a nobody, and she's so weak that on D ranks, all she does is stand around chanting about Sasuke. The only reason they passed their Genin exam was because of them not being dumb. Said, Sai. And Sasuke used their teamwork and they passed. But when life holds you down, you gotta get back up. Twice as hard, chuckled Kurenai. Well, when the tuning exams comes up, maybe if she makes it, or in general, you can train her in genjutsu. Chuckled Asuma. Kurenai looked in disbelief. Me train again, Sakura Haruno. Okay, I might do that on one condition, said Kurenai. Asuma looked at her in disbelief. What's the condition? Asked Asuma. You buy me dinner every night until the tuning exams, and you stay at my place half the time, said Kurenai, and I stay at yours the other half. Asuma looked in disbelief. Kurenai had just said this. Yes, I will. Okay, let's get on with it. Your place tonight, chuckled Asuma. Kurenai started to blush. Okay then, pay and let's go. Over in the Forest of Death, Naruto, Konohamaru, and Anko were sitting at a campfire eating some chicken, centipede, and snake that they had caught. It was a massive snake and they were packing it and cooking it for the week to come, along with their caterpillar and chicken. They were mixing it into snake breakfast, chicken dinner, and caterpillar lunch. It was for them to train for the upcoming weeks and a half week. After Naruto does this every time he gets back from a mission, he comes here and spends it with Onko. They train, and they go deeper into the forest. So what are we doing? What asked Konohamaru. Well, first off, Onko's taking shift, and then me, and then that's about 2 hours shifts, and you'll be sleeping between that. We sleep 4 hours and train for about 19 hours of the day. Well, actually, we sleep for 8, so 8 during the night and then 8 during the day. Said Naruto. Konohamaru nodded. Okay, well, do we go now? Asked Konohamaru. Naruto shook his head. No. The food's finally cooked and we've all just eaten, so I'm going to have a little spar between you and Anko's clone. Anko summoned the Shadow Clone. Naruto taught her the Shadow Clone as one of his most effective clone techniques. Konohamaru and Anko looked at each other. The clone versus Konohamaru. Konohamaru charged at the clone but was hit in the back of the head and knocked unconscious. Stabbed with a sleep poison. That's good, he's out now. And that means we won't have to worry about him until it's time to go, said Naruto. Naruto closed his eyes and drifted asleep. I'll be up when it's time for me to do my own shift, said Naruto. That's where we end the story. And for this one, along with what if Naruto was in an arranged marriage, I'm thinking when Naruto gets back from his training trip, well, for at least the arranged marriage, he takes on a Genin team. Thinking about Moagi, Udon, and Konohamaru. Or I might change more Udon out for Hanabi. Well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm thinking about making Naruto a Jonin before his training trip. Well, at least when he gets back, he becomes a Jonin, so he can take on a Genin team. Think about this and tell me if he should. And I'll also put it up in the arranged marriage video, asking for your input. Should Naruto become a Jonin before he goes on his training trip, and which series, and if he should take on a Genin team or not. And that's all for you to decide. I'm going to go now, so I can, be myself, and, well, actually I'm myself now, but, go watch some TV or something. Just going to leave you guys here now.